Never expected this, but I've just been taking and running with it. And Coach Gardner's a very good teacher, so he's made it to where I'm not really missing too much of a beat, just getting better every practice, every game. So I'm just taking that and moving forward each game.
How much does it feel like home for you, though, to be back to the position that you played in high school and kind of familiar with?
It's very comfortable, and it's weird because I went through the spring and all summer and beginning of the fall just trying to, get my feet work for linebacker and just studying and all that. And they moved me back, and I'm just during a night after practice, and the very next day I'm at defensive end, and it's just like night and day, like I never moved. So it was weird, and it's just funny, that I didn't, forget my steps. There's a few fundamentals I had to get back used to, but other than that, it does feel like home.
What was it like out there? Obviously, we looked at the tackle chart. Most of the attacking leaders are linebackers, but you were one of the few defensive linemen that really got in there, got some pressure, and actually made a sack. So talk about what it was like out there for you.
It was just all about playing fast. Even though I'm at defensive end, I'm still able to run sideline to sideline. That's why I made most of my plays just running after the ball. And my speed is able to put me in a lot of position to make a lot of plays. So I was just able to do what I could and help the team out.
What do you think it's been? You guys have given up a lot of yards, but you seem to step up, once they get to your side of the field.
It's kind of a bend, not break thing right now. We're still in the early parts of the season. A few kinks we got to work out. Worked on corrections today. But, it's all about attitude, whether you give up a big play on to the next play mentality, and that's what the defense is about. We just have to stick together through good and bad times, and we were able to stay strong in the short yardage and in the fourth and short, and, dealing with them and getting in our red zone, we were able to defend it. So it was a good lesson learned and a good thing, the defense just bonding together, knowing that we can just fight together at the end.
Coach Johnson talked about trash plays. What's a trash play?
Explosive plays. That's where most of our yards are coming in. It's not like people are just coming in pounding us, or just chipping away at us. It's just us giving away big plays, and that's what makes the yardage look so bad. So once we take away those explosive plays, we'll actually have some pretty good stats as a defense.
How much does y'all attitude kind of the confidence level going into SEC play? How much does the intensity kind of ratchet up there?
It's changed a lot. Just coming into it with a different attitude this year, just wiping out last year. We're closer together as a team, as a unit, as a defense. And, these first two games, we got a lot of young guys playing, so it's built their confidence. They're out there with us, and it's built the confidence of those who endure what we went through last year, and it's big, going into the SEC. So we know what's coming, and we know how to prepare for it, and we're just going to take this confidence and what we've had so far and build on for next week.
The first drive, they got the first 3 third downs, and then you obviously settled in, didn't allow another third down, and then it was kind of like I think you didn't allow like 4 or 5 right in a row. Talk about kind of that change, that when you forced a field goal and made that stop, did that kind of give this team a little bit of confidence, or what changed there?
It builds momentum. You stop a team on third and short or just stump their drive, it obviously shifts the momentum. And it makes us believe, that we can stop them, and that we can just, bow our heads back and make some plays. So that's what played a big factor in. And as the game went on, we just got more and more confident. Guys started making more and more plays. Other teammates encouraged them to keep on making plays, and it just went from there. And it was a good game.
You have like a sudden change, too, after the fumble. You guys come out and hold them to a field goal. That's
that was obviously big because they easily took the momentum. We had took it right back. That was big for the defense to just go in there and, take up for the offense, basically. We're all a team, so we had to go in there and make that happen so that the offense could, not lose too much confidence or get down on themselves.
When you hear about Chris Frost not being able to play that first half, do you ever try to get Ellis to maybe think about putting you at linebacker or something?
I haven't thought about it. Honestly, Chris said they're trying to appeal it. I don't know how that's going. But, we're just going to have to deal with it. Somebody's going to have to step up, and we're just going to have to keep going until Chris gets back in the second half.
What did you see on that play?
I saw it. I didn't understand the rule. I thought it was if you led with your helmet, because I just thought he gave him an elbow or something. But I didn't really see it as far as to know that, but I didn't know if it was targeted or not.
Not knowing that, does that kind of make things difficult for you when you're trying to kind of make an effort play like that?
Honestly, in the spur of the moment, I honestly wouldn't even think about it. It's unfortunate, but it wouldn't make me play any slower because, like I said, in the heat of the moment, I'm not really thinking about it.
You guys hopefully see D Ford back out there for the opener?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he'll be out there, and it'll be fun to get another one of our brothers out there and wreak havoc together.
You guys think you're missing anything with him? Do you feel like everybody else has kind of stepped up in this spot?
Honestly, everybody stepped up, but D's a senior. He provides leadership. He provides, obviously speed off the edge, you know, and experience. So you can always use that, especially going into the SEC game. Like I said, we got a lot of young guys who haven't experienced that, so this will be their first time, you know, actually going against SEC competition. So it'll be good to have D-back.
Are y'all prepared under the assumption that Tyler Russell's he's gonna be okay? That he's gonna be that's who you're gonna be facing?
I haven't even really heard too much about it, but that's what we're preparing for. Either way, whoever's at quarterback, we're going to try to get back there to him anyway. So.
What have you seen from Mississippi State's offense? Have you looked at them at all yet?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing we face every year. You know, it's going to be a physical game. That's what we're preparing for. Try to get them in third and longs and take the game from there.
What was it like kind of having your uncle on the sideline or not in the stadium kind of thing to play in front of him? Because you kind of looked like you had a little bit of an edge last game.
It was good to know that he was there, just like the rest of my family that come every game, knowing that I had the support there. But in this game, I was just able to get more comfortable and to kind of let loose more as far as the game plan went. You know, it was a different game plan from Washington State to this game, so I really didn't have too much thinking to do, just going and playing ball. So. But it played a factor, you know. Anytime I'm out there in an Auburn uniform, I feel like I'm representing him as well as my family name. So I try not to disappoint.
Give you any feedback?
Yeah.
I'm actually finna go over there now. He finna make me watch the DVR.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What kind of things you guys do that routine? Is it routine?
Usually, if I have time during the week, last week since it was the first game. We didn't have Monday off on Labor Day. We practiced. So on Mondays, usually our off days. So those be the days I usually go over there. So my mom's still over there, so I'm just go over there today.
What are you expecting him to say?
He actually told me it was a good game. He just said, enjoyed the night, then we're going to move on to the next game.
How critical can he be sometimes? You know, what is the most critical thing he said to you?
He's fair. I mean, he doesn't really try to down talk me or nothing, but he's honest with me as well. You know, we watch my game, and then since it's Sunday, we'll probably watch some NFL game. He'll just compare me to the guys in the NFL or whatever, and just coach me up from there. We'll just talk ball and like we eat or something.
Just the importance of being able to get an SEC win after last season.
It's very important. We haven't had one in a while, so and it was a good feeling. You know, leaving the stadium, a lot of fans just walking up to me, just saying it feels good. You know, for them, and we put them and ourselves through a lot of turmoil last year, a lot of trouble. So we want to get a win for us as well as for our fans. You know, they deserve it.
How much do you rely on your uncle for his advice? You know, I mean, obviously family can give all kinds of advice. You know, it's always nice to have that, but he has a unique perspective that he gives you. So, how much do you rely on that?
Yeah, last year was the biggest impact he had on me. Just everything he was going through, and as well as what I was going through, I was having like frustrations with the season and me not playing a lot and the results of the season and all of that. I was very down or whatever, but seeing what he was going through and the courage he had, it kind of just made me, keep chopping wood. And that's why when the new coaches came, I just turned over to a new switch. And it was just whatever came my way, I was just going to try to fight it and conquer it.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thank you.
LaDarius, I wanted to ask you, you know Sean Coleman for a while. What did it mean to you and the rest of the team to see him out there?
It felt good to me. Before the game, during camp, me and Sean talked, and about him, the competition he was having, trying to get in the lineup or whatever. He was just saying he's just gonna be patient. He's worked his butt off, and he's just gonna be patient for his chance to come. So it was just good to see him. He stuck it through everything he's been through for him to get out there and play. So it was good for me to see that, and hopefully we'll see more of it in the next coming weeks.
What was he like last night? What was he saying? Was he pretty happy?
Oh yeah, after the game and still today, you could tell it's just a different glow about him. He feel like kind of like he done made it. But hopefully, like I said, he can continue to get better. Me and Sean played against each other in All-Star games and just in recruitment, just being around each other. So I feel good for Sean. We've both been through some different times. Mine not as bad as his maybe, but it's just good to see anybody overcome different things in life.